Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into a major political firestorm that's currently sending shockwaves through South Africa's political landscape. It involves President Cyril Ramaphosa, a powerful legal appointment, and deepening questions about justice, corruption, and the use of public resources. Buckle up, because this one gets to the very heart of the country's struggle between accountability and political power. At the center of this controversy is Ramaphosa's decision to appoint a high-profile woman as a key legal strategist, someone tasked, allegedly, with defending ANC members accused of corruption and theft. On the surface, it may look like a standard legal appointment. But behind the scenes, this decision is fueling fierce public backlash, with many South Africans asking, is this about ensuring justice, or protecting political elites from facing the music? To understand the gravity of this situation, we need to look at the broader context. South Africa has been grappling with corruption scandals for years, from state capture under former President Jacob Zuma to widespread mismanagement across multiple government departments. Billions of rands have been looted from public coffers, while service delivery deteriorates and communities are left in crisis. It's no wonder, then, that any sign of leniency towards politicians facing serious allegations immediately raises red flags. And this time, the alarm is louder than ever. According to reports, Ramaphosa's choice of this particular legal figure has led to widespread suspicion that her role isn't just about representing ANC cadres in court. It's being seen as a calculated move to create a legal firewall around politically exposed individuals, shielding them from criminal accountability while the rest of the country grapples with poverty, unemployment, and collapsing infrastructure. Now, let's be clear. Everyone has the right to legal representation. That's a cornerstone of our democratic and constitutional system. But the outrage here isn't just about the right to a lawyer. It's about who is funding the legal strategy, and why. Taxpayers are asking if their money is being used to help corrupt politicians dodge jail time. That's where the real angle lies. Imagine being an ordinary South African, working tirelessly to survive in this economy, only to find out that part of your tax contribution might be going to fund legal protection for people accused of stealing from you. It's a betrayal of public trust, and it's not just theoretical. There are very real concerns that public money, meant for hospitals, schools, housing, and basic services, is instead being channeled into the legal defense of ANC insiders. This appointment has sparked massive debate across social media, radio shows, and political circles. Some political analysts say this is a clear indicator that Ramaphosa is prioritizing party unity over public accountability. In other words, instead of allowing the justice system to operate independently and fearlessly, the presidency may be orchestrating behind-the-scenes legal strategies to protect its own. That brings us to another critical point: transparency. Very little has been said publicly about this appointment. There's been no formal explanation, no press conference, and no breakdown of how the funding works. This secrecy only adds fuel to the fire, making it look even more like an effort to manipulate justice in favor of the politically powerful. Supporters of the president might argue that this is being blown out of proportion, that legal representation is part of due process and that the accused are innocent until proven guilty. But that argument only goes so far. When the same people being defended are the ones who've had access to state resources, and when their defense is potentially paid for by those same resources, it stops being just about justice. It starts being about privilege. And let's not forget the impact this has on Ramaphosa's image. For years, he has tried to position himself as the face of a new dawn, a reformist leader who would root out corruption and rebuild trust in government. But decisions like this one seriously damage that image. If anything, it reinforces the perception that even under his leadership, the ANC is still unwilling to hold its own accountable unless forced to do so by public pressure or the courts. We also have to consider the implications this could have on voter confidence heading into future elections, especially the 2026 local government elections. South Africans are tired. They've watched promises of anti-corruption campaigns come and go. They've seen commissions of inquiry produce mountains of evidence but very few convictions. And now, with this latest development, it feels like the justice system is being hijacked to serve political interests. In a time when local governments are collapsing, basic services are inconsistent or non-existent, and public frustration is boiling over, the idea that state resources are being used to protect the politically connected is downright infuriating. People want accountability, not excuses. They want justice, not more backroom deals. So what's next? Legal experts will continue to monitor how this legal appointment unfolds in practice. Will we see high-profile ANC members suddenly getting more favorable outcomes in court? Will prosecutions be delayed? Will key witnesses be intimidated or evidence be suppressed? These are the concerns swirling around this issue. And if any of those things happen, it will only confirm the worst fears of a nation that has seen too many scandals go unresolved. Meanwhile, civil society organizations, opposition parties, and everyday South Africans will likely continue to demand answers and action. They'll want to know who approved this appointment, how it's being funded, and what measures are in place to ensure that justice is being pursued fairly and independently. This is more than just a legal matter. It's a test of South Africa's democratic institutions. It's a test of whether the country can hold powerful people accountable, or whether political survival will always come first. And most importantly, it's a test of whether ordinary South Africans will continue to tolerate the erosion of justice under the guise of legal strategy. So, as always, we'll be watching this story very closely. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. And let us know in the comments, do you think Ramaphosa's legal appointment is justifiable, or is it a blatant attempt to protect ANC comrades from facing justice? Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay engaged, and as always, see you next time.